back with another cheater in the zero builds. Who would have guessed? Basically, tons of cheaters on the leaderboard again, just like always. I mean, right off the start, it's going to be pretty noticeable. Just watch how his crosshair is locked through the wall right here. Locks onto the bot by accident. So watch, this next one's pretty dang noticeable too. He's going to be locking on through the wall. Watch how perfectly his crosshair is. Look at it perfectly on his headlock. Perfect timing. That was almost like a trigger ESP there. So this guy does end up using a shotgun, but like most cheaters who has a shotgun, he doesn't seem to use it very much. He uses it a bit at the start, and then he basically just uses the AUG. Shooting at this player through the wall, locking on. I don't even know how that guy got over there so fast. He must have shocked. I didn't see it. Shooting through the bush. Yep. So once again, he's just tracking this guy through the hill. See that? Let's just look at his crosshairs. It's like perfect. The bush was not going to save you, buddy. No, when you got wall hacks and aim hacks. And then classic. Super toxic dancing. Shooting through the wall. Like, this guy is not very smart, you can tell. He's really not. He thinks that's a person? Like, see his aim like locks on? This guy must be like a kid or something. They have fun making people angry, I think. This guy's crouching, just knows right where he is. Remember, he didn't get the medallion. He went there to the raft, didn't get the medallion, and yet knows where all these players are. It's crazy timing. Wow, he messed up here. He could have easily got eliminated. If that player was good, he would have probably went down there. That was like a top tier player. Twitch Nitro. I actually know who this guy is. This guy's pretty good, and I don't think he cheats. I think this guy's legit. But you're about to go down, buddy. And that sucks for this guy, because he's like legit, and he actually does usually win at least one of the tournaments for money. And right there, like, he just ended his game because of that. Watch how perfectly he goes his crosshairs like always. Yep, perfectly, right? Just checking through the walls. Yet nobody's coming. See, that's all he has to do, and he knows nobody's coming. Picture how many times you're playing and you think you're checking so much, and you still just get shot in the back from someone just hiding behind a rock somewhere, hiding in a bush somewhere. So he does go back, and he did go back to the raft to get the medallion, but so far he didn't scan anybody. I don't think this guy's very smart, to be honest. He just walked by one guy. Shooting the floor at this guy. He still didn't get a scan. He's probably about to get a scan now. Like, you can tell his awareness is not that good. This is probably one of the less skilled hackers we've watched. See, this guy got scanned. See, this is what a good player would do, though. He would run, because you know you get scanned. You can see the blue flash, and then you can tell. It makes a noise, too. But what are you going to do there, right? I mean, he probably should have tried to fight though, so he's probably not that good of a player. Because honestly, if you get pinged like that, you should probably just take the fight. So you think he's just gonna go to the next closest player? Bugatti Chiron. Look at him. Always his crosshairs is centered on them. Going right through the walls. So now we scan him. This guy's not very smart. He's still not moving. He's very confused. Doesn't know how he's shooting him through the floor. That floor thing is something that they need to fix. Watch. Now he's going to go right to the closest player again. Watch the minimap. Go to the next closest player again somehow. Sitting in a bush. Are you going to tell me that's mobile? That's all that is? Is that what you're going to tell me? So we didn't see anyone, so he must see someone, but we can't really see anyone. No one was close enough on this map. Oh, we can see him now, and he's probably going to go for him. Yep. Here he comes. See, not cautious of any of these bushes. Not need to shoot at these bushes. Don't get me wrong. Also, that guy's not in a bush. Some bushes are more sus than others. Like, there's certain bushes that there's people usually in tournaments. It's the same in reload. Like, where if you know a bush isn't normally there and someone threw it down, you might check it. And usually you'll use a shotgun or something to check it if you're like within close enough so you can get spray and you can randomly hit it, because it's hard to hit somebody randomly. But sometimes you get lucky. This shot right here is crazy. Look how well it tracks through the floor. Yeah, like that's crazy. The shot through the floor, like the timing of that. And how much damage it did. And then, like always, they gotta be toxic. Yeah, perfectly. Sitting in a bush, no scan. Bang them with the AUG. You're not gonna be using this to line up a headshot like this. Come on, man. Like, even if you were getting like a mobile pull with the red crosshair, you still wouldn't know where his head is. I find a lot of people that have like aim in their name usually are cheating. Can you see these guys? I'm surprised that guy in the bush didn't shoot this other guy. I don't think he was playing. I don't know, some cheaters say they get the money. Some say they don't, some say they do. So, I don't know. So I feel like that's probably what's accurate. Some probably get the money and some probably don't. He knows where you are, buddy. In a way, I almost feel bad for these guys, you know, like, your life's got to be pretty at a low point if this is how you have to, like, feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? I kind of feel bad for them in a way. Like, I shouldn't feel bad for cheaters, but, like, geez, you must just really suck at the rest of life. You know what I mean? This guy actually almost gets eliminated a few times. You can tell he's just terrible without these hacks. But watch his positioning, like, when he rotates. How many shockwaves he screws up, like... Who pushes into a bunker with an AUG when you have a gold shotgun? Yeah, locks onto the bush right away. And then it locks on. It was still trying to pull. Like, watch the shockwave. Look how bad the shockwave is. Like, this is a horrible place to be right now. Like... And watch again, right here, it's positioning. Just gonna go right out in the open when there's like 12 people around him. 11. He's just lucky. There's people above him that didn't shoot him. He's just lucky, honestly, that people are not super confident in this lobby. There's no really good players taming the lobby. Like, everybody's running from him, you know what I mean? No one's taking the fight, even. You can tell most players aren't that good in this lobby. Because honestly, I think he would have went down, even with his hacks, if there was a couple better players in this lobby. But I mean, they might know there's a hacker too. If you keep seeing like the lobby go down and there's not a lot of people end game, and then you constantly see someone in the kill feed getting a lot of kills, usually you should be a little bit cautious. Look at that lock, dude. Right through the window. It just locked on. Like, look at this stupid shockwave. Like, to me, this was terrible. Like, what a misplay. This could have easily cost him his life here. Again, like, that movement was not good. And what I mean not good is, like, this, if you're talking in a tournament for money, dropping 20, 30 kills, like, when you watch people that can actually do that, their movement is really, really good. Their awareness is really, really good. Game sense, really, really good. Like, I'm sorry, but even that impulse sucked. I think this guy is like less than a 1 KD player if he didn't have cheats. I actually think this player is probably the worst cheater I might have ever watched, like skill-wise. I think that's why his cheats are turned up a little more, and you can tell he doesn't really know how to hide them. But he is gonna win the game. He's tried to shoot through the rock. He's done that so many times now. Like, he's so bad. And he's trying to be toxic with his pickaxe. Do you think like people like this are just like get picked on a lot? I don't know, man. This is such a weirdo activity to me.